Can y'all hear it now? Sorry.
Let it not be heard from your mouth. There, 3 times a year, you are to celebrate a festival to me. Okay? Celebrate a festival to me. Like we celebrate this festival to the Lord. Guard the festival of matzot, or unleavened bread. 7 days you eat unleavened bread as I commanded you at the time appointed in the new rule of the week. For any of you came out of Mitzrayim and do not appear before the Lord the experience through the benefit.
Can y'all hear it a little better? Shalom, shalom, Shabbat shalom, happy Shavuot.
We have sown in the field the festival of the ingathering at the outpouring of the year, making up gathering all the fruit of your labors from the field. Okay? So this is what we're celebrating here tonight. And again, this is what the Lord asks us to get to first. So it's good to gather. Numbers chapter 28. Let's start there. Numbers 28, verse 26.
Can y'all hear it better? Shalom, shalom. Happy Shavuot. Can y'all hear it?
Okay, and on the day of the first fruits, when you bring an offering to Yahuwah at your festival of Shavuot, we have a set apart gathering. We do not do no certain amount of work. So tonight and tomorrow is, he asked us not to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's a high Sabbath, not Shabbat. We also rely on work. And ye shall bring near an ascending offering as a sweet smelling fragrance to Yah. To the bulls and 1 ram, 7 rams, a bull, their grain offering, of fine flour, mixed with oil, 3/10 of an ephah for each bull, 2/10 for the 1 ram, 1/10 for each of the 7 rams, 1 ram bull, to make atonement for you. Ones they are for you. Prepare them with their drink offerings, besides the continual ascending offering with its grain offering. Okay? So all these offerings we receive, this is offerings we can give to him spiritually. Spiritual slaughter offerings. Offerings that can come from our lips as we sing, rejoice, play music tonight. Okay? This is an opportunity for us to rejoice. Okay? As we read now, because when we read about the festivals and we look through all the different accounts, every account just gives a little bit more detail. Okay, so now we look at Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 10. Okay, so we see God wants us to give to him. We see God wants us to rejoice. We're going to read that here. Deuteronomy chapter 16, 10. It says, and you shall perform the festival of Shavuot to Yah, your Elohim, according to the voluntary offerings from your hand. Okay? We can take some time, think about the things that we can give to the Lord. Think of different ways how we can give to the Lord. Okay? Voluntary offering from your hand, which you give as Yahuwah your Elohim blesses you. Which you give as Yahuwah your Elohim blesses you. So he bless you with it. And you give voluntary back to him. And you shall rejoice before Yahuwah your Elohim. You and your son and your daughter, and your male servant, and your female servant, and the Levite who is within your gates, and the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow who are in your midst, the place where Yah, your Elohim, chooses to make his name love. Okay, so this was a time that Yahuwah wants us to invite everybody. Okay, and like Brother Daniel spoke on earlier tonight, it hasn't been that long, since we came to this knowledge and practicing of feasts. We started, with a few feasts our first year, and then, as the years went on, we talked about this week. So, we observed it in some ways, but and we're learning as we increase in knowledge, which we will, at this time, again, we talked about taking action on it. We take action on the knowledge, So maybe next year at Shavuot, we make as a body more of an effort together. I know I've been slammed, we all been slammed, we make more of an effort to maybe double, maybe triple this gathering. Everybody, so there's something food for thoughts we can think about, so bring everybody, and you shall remember that you are a slave in Mitzrayim. You shall guard and do these laws. Remember when you were a slave to Mitzrayim, you were a slave to the world, a slave to the system. A lot of us, we're not slaves to the system anymore. Yahushua set us free on these things, continues to set us free in different ways. Now let's look at 1 Corinthians chapter 12. 1 Corinthians 12. Now going back and we're looking at the helper, the spirit that's being poured out. The spirit that's being poured out on the message. 1 Corinthians 12. For as the body is one and has many members, but all the members of that one body being many are one body. So also is the Messiah, or indeed, let's stop there. So that's why, there are actually, many bodies, just like us around the world, who are not proclaiming a religion. We're not part of Mormon, Seventh-day Adventists, Jehovah's Witnesses, this Catholic Church, this Christian Church, New Hope, New Word, Inspire. The list goes on and on and on, right? Many little pockets around the world with bodies just like ours will come out of that system of world religion and just as we're going to follow the church on the side. So this is what we're doing. It's all we're doing. We're not creating something new. We're not creating any religion. We read His Word, we see what He did, how He did it, and we do our best to replicate it. Maybe we meet our Savior. I did my best. I did what we said to do, and I did my best. That's all I can say. We did it, so I did. There's a body out there, majority, massive body that says, we did it, so I don't have to do it. You can do whatever I like, because we did it. We're not part of that body, right? So also is the Messiah. For indeed, by one Spirit we were all immersed into one body, whether it being Jew or Greeks, whether slaves or free, and we were all made to drink into one Spirit. All made to drink into one Spirit. So what is that one Spirit that Shavuot, the Apostle Paul was talking about? There's only one Spirit that we promising that He gave, right? And that one Spirit, just like how our body has many different body parts, that Spirit also has many different attributes. Right? So people are blessed with different body parts of the Spirit, we can say. Right? So, let's turn to Ezekiel 36:24, getting to 28. Ezekiel 36, and we're just going to look at a passage, a passage of talking to us about how He will pour out His Spirit. We says here, and I shall take you from among the nations, and I shall gather you out of the lands. And I shall bring you into your own land, and I shall sprinkle clean water on you, and you shall be clean from all your filthiness. From all your idols I cleanse you. Okay, so when we immerse, okay, we pull up through immersion, it cleanses us from all of it. It gives us this heart of flesh, it gives us this spirit. And the result of being cleansed is here. We look at how we being blessed today. We look at this scenario. Okay, there's a cleansing that needs to be done first before the Spirit enters. Okay, it's not different here. It's not different. You should die first, and then what? Spirit came. Okay. So it says, and I shall take you from among the nations, and I shall gather you out of the land, and I shall bring you to your own land, and I shall sprinkle clean water on you, and you shall be clean. From all your filthiness and from all your idols I will cleanse you. And I shall give you a new heart, and put a new spirit within you, and I shall take the heart of stone out of your flesh, and I shall give you, and he shall give us a heart of flesh, and put his spirit within you. And he shall cause you and I to walk in his laws and guard his regulations. And we shall be him and shall be. Okay, so now, I got this story I wanted to share because we also got to recognize that he wasn't just, he poured all out the masses at this time at Shavuot, but it's not like he wasn't giving his spirit back in the early days, okay? Because he was pouring out, he was giving his spirit to certain individuals, correct? Okay? So, in the Old Testament, when the Torah, the set-apart spirit, we see working with individuals specifically to carry out what he was cast. Right? They empowered prophets, judges, leaders, kings. Okay? The Spirit was working with all of them, but it wasn't being poured out on everybody. It wasn't available for everybody at the time. Who had chose. Okay? And he's chooses here today. So you gotta accept. So he did that, he gave them again to carry out their rules. And nothing changed. The Spirit operates within us to do the same thing here today. Okay? And we just look at all the past examples as evidence and witnesses that we can do the same thing. We should be doing the same thing. Now let's look at Numbers chapter 11, verse 16. And just an example for us to know that the Spirit was being given. Okay? Numbers 11, verse 16. It says, Then Yahuwah said to Moshe, Gather to me 70 men of the elders of Yasharel, whom we know to be the elders of the people and officers over them. Bring them to the tent of appointment and let them stand there with you. And I shall come down and speak with you there, and shall take of the Spirit that is on you. Okay, so the Spirit that was on Moses, said, I'm going to take some of that Spirit and I'm going to go ahead and pour it on these guys. Okay, so the Spirit that is on you and put on them, they shall bear the burden of the people with you, so that you do not bear it yourself alone. Okay? Which I believe. We just talked about this today, right? At one point, we just talked about how we actually see this happening in his body here right now.
Stop.
We're getting the bodies, everybody's stepping up. Burdens being lightened. Brothers are starting to, other brothers are starting to host Bible studies on Wednesdays. We got home portion on Tuesdays. we got brothers that are going to be starting to come up and share a proverb or a song every Shabbat. And also like, hallelujah. It's a beautiful thing. When burden is to be spread out. It's not a burden, it's never a burden. Okay? We do this because we love God and we love Jesus. So, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Where was I? Okay, verse 18. And say to the people, set yourselves apart for tomorrow, and you shall eat meat, because you have bread in the hearing of Yahuwah saying, who is giving us meat to eat? For it is well with us and Yitzharim. Yahuwah shall give you meat, and you shall eat. And so they were eating lamb in Egypt. Okay. And they was creating some meat. They was baking out a different meat. Gave him so much meat that was coming out of all their ears, eyeballs. But anyways, you're going to eat not 1 day, or 2 days, or 5 days, or 10 days, or 20 days, but for a new moon of days. A new moon of days is a full month. Okay? Until it comes out of your nostrils, it becomes an abomination to you. Because you have rejected the Lord who has come among you, and have wept before him, saying, why did we come out of Mitzrayim? Okay? What I'm seeing right now, how this is speaking, how Yahuwah is speaking to us. I mean, was it on Torah portion or was it on the Bible study that Christians shared about, that we was having a discussion about this eating the things that God is putting on the land? Right? I mean, and not complaining about what Yahuwah is providing in front of us right now. Okay? We don't want to be the complainers that our ancestors was. I mean, imagine having meat coming out of your nostrils. I mean, that's not a sight to see, right? Honestly, not. Right? But it's just amazing all this is coming from something. The things that we've been talking about, the Lord is feeding us with His word. Where am I? Sorry. Okay, here, Numbers 11:22. Could flocks and herds be slain for them, to be sufficient for them? Or could all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them, to be sufficient for them? Yahuwah said to Moshe, is the arm of Yah too short? Now see whether my word meets you or not. Moshe went out and spoke to the people words of Yahuwah. Gather the seventh day, and the elders of the people, and placed them around the tent. Yahuwah came down in the cloud and spoke to him, and took up the spirit that was upon him, and placed the seal upon the 70 elders. And it came to be when the spirit rested upon them, that they prophesied, but they did not continue. Okay? So, it's interesting when we look at this. Okay, Yahuwah is pouring out His Spirit on the 70 elders. Okay, so this also goes to show us that you can be an elder without the Spirit. Yeah, they didn't have the Spirit, but they were elders. They were officers. They were leaders amongst so many people, right? He had the Spirit poured on them, and they started prophesying. But they didn't continue. They stopped. So again, what we see here is that being filled with the Spirit, that you and I still have a choice to continue. We're going to continue or we're just going to stop. We talked about this today. The poor is going to pour on us something in some way. You gotta believe that. He's gonna pour in your artery somehow, and we got people to recognize it. Because we don't want to just be walking past the church here every day, right? you gotta be able to, once you recognize what that is, you gotta do something. And just stop. He's giving us fuel right now. He's filling up our tanks right now. That's how we gotta look at this moving forward. If you have been filled, I believe, I know I'm being filled. We gotta come up here saying the same thing, believing the same thing. Can we do that? No. Okay? We want to be giving these gifts and not continue. Okay? Blessing of people, whatever it is. Okay? Take advantage of this business. If you take advantage of the outpouring, take good of something. Take advantage. He's given it to us for a reason. Let's let the campus bring out and just be in the same place with us after this evening, after this week. Prophecy is one of the gifts of the Spirit. However, two men have remained in the camp. Okay? The name of one was Eldad, and the name of the other was Medad. Okay? So two men, they didn't come to the gathering. When God took the Spirit from Moshe and poured it on the other guys, they stayed in the camp. Okay, now let's check on what happened. Okay? It says, and a young man ran and informed Moshe and said, Eldad and Medad are prophesying in the camp. So he's tripping out. They're not here and they're prophesying. What's going on? Okay? What happened? Okay? And Yehoshua, son of Nun, Moshe's assistant from his youth. That's what it said. Moshe, my master, forbid them. Okay. Forbid them. Prophesied in the camp. And Moshe said to him, are you jealous for my sleep? Oh, that all the people of Yahuwah were prophets, that Yahuwah would not put his spirit upon them. Moshe returned to the camp where he and others met. So although they weren't in the camp, okay, the person of Christ here now. Prophesying, some of us. Just like how we have our body here. Okay? It's just, people aren't here to do whatever, or if there's any body that's pouring on, and they're prophesying, the Spirit of this message, they're being blessed, they're being message. It's not being jealous of what they're doing. It's being sold, and the Holy Spirit is being poured, and they're using it. Yeah? Hallelujah. Okay. Now, Joel chapter 2:20. It says, well, it says, okay, so now the word is giving, well this message, right? This prophecy. After this, it shall be that I pour out my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men dream dreams. Your young men see visions. The reason why we do what we do, why I do what I do, and I know why not all the brothers and sisters are doing what they're doing is because the Lord is giving you and I vision. And dreams. I literally, and it's probably something that we can all practice. I pray that God wants to dreams every day. I say God. For the person, give me a dream. Sometimes not all nights, he gives me a dream. oh, that's a good God. You know, sometimes we get some powerful visions. Oh, and all we think about is just thoughts. Oh, that was a good thought. Got so much other things to do. Visions. Right? And also on the male servant and the female servants, I shall pour out my spirit in those days. In those days. Okay. And then we look at Cornelius and his household, Gentiles, all being filled with the Spirit. Actually, they were obeying Torah, the laws already. And you know what Cornelius did? He needed to be filled with the Spirit. It's like told his man, go grab this guy, bring him over, and he needs to, you know, come and verse us. You need the Spirit. Alright? In those days, is literally they were living in the place to continue. And I shall give signs in the heavens and upon the earth, blood and fire, and calm and smoke. Remember that line. Okay, remember that line. Remember all of this. Okay. The sun is turned into darkness and the moon into blood for the coming of the great and awesome day of the Lord. And it shall be that everyone who calls on the name of God shall be delivered from Mount Selah, and in Jerusalem there shall be an escape, as the Lord said, and among the survivors who the cause. Now let's turn to Acts chapter 2, verse 1. Acts chapter 2, verse 1. Okay, so now this is evidence that they were observing this day, observing the feast of Shavuot. Because the religious world knows as Pentecost. Okay? When the day of the festival of Shavuot had come, they were all with one mind in one place. And suddenly there came a sound from the heaven as of a rushing mighty wind, and it filled all the houses where they were sitting. And there appeared to them divided tongues as of fire that settled on each one of them. So when we look at what we said in Job chapter 2, verse 29, also verse 30, and I shall have signs in heaven and upon earth, blood and fire, and tongues of smoke. Okay. And suddenly there came a sound from the heaven as a rushing mighty wind, and it filled all the house where they were sitting. And there appeared to them divided tongues as of fire, and settled on each of them, each one of them. They were all filled with the set-apart Spirit, and began to speak with other tongues as the Spirit gave them to speak. So at this time, we can literally imagine, we can visualize, okay, the set-apart Spirit settling on you. They were all filled with the set-apart Spirit who went to speak with other tongues, as the Spirit gave them to speak. Now in Jerusalem, there were dwelling in dedicated men from every nation under the heaven. Okay, so from Jerusalem, okay, so check this out. There were dwelling Jews, dedicated people from every nation under the heaven. Okay. And when this sound came to be, the crowd came together and were confused because everyone heard them speak in his own language. Okay, so now we can see that there's a crowd and there's, a group of men that the Spirit fell on them and were speaking in tongues. speaking their native tongue. Let's read that here. And they were all amazed, and all saying to each other, "Look, are not all these who speak Galileans? How do we hear each one in our own language in which we were born?" So they were speaking their what? Their native tongue. I mean, so like Hawaiian, Filipino, African. So I heard, in the spirit fell. I spoke one of those languages. Okay? Not knowing how, like the spirit fell upon, fall upon this guy, and they would speak their native tongue. Parthians and Medes and Elamites and those dwelling around Naharaim, both Yehuda and Kapor, Bokia, Pontus and Asia, both Persia and Pamphylia, Italy and parts of Libya around Cyrene, visitors from Rome, both Italy and converts, Christians and Arabs. We hear them speaking in our own tongues the great deeds of Elohim. Testimony that the Spirit was falling upon all, on people from all nations and backgrounds, different skin colors, but we're all converts coming to this truth, believing in Yahushua and being obedient to His word. The word. They were all amazed and were puzzled, saying to each other, "What does this mean?" So the crowd is saying, "What does this mean?" Right? And others mocking said, "They have been filled with sweet wine." Okay, so now they're thinking they're just drunk, they're just making stuff up. Okay? But Kepha, Peter, standing up with the 11, lifted up his voice and said to them, "Men of Yehuda, and all those dwelling in Jerusalem, let this be known to you, and listen closely to my words. For these men are not drunk." Not yet, anyway. As you imagine, okay? Since it is only the 3rd hour of the day. So Peter is like, "We ain't drunk. It's only the 3rd hour. They didn't start drinking yet. They didn't start feasting yet. Okay? It's only the 3rd hour of the day. It's too early. This is the set-apart spirit, and the working of the set-apart spirit." But these men are not drunk as you imagine, since it is only the 3rd hour of the day. So we can also look at that and we can see that they were going to have some drinks later on. They were going to feast. But this is what was spoken by the prophet Joel. So now he's going to quote the prophet Joel, which we just read. "And it shall be in the last days." These times that we're living in is already considered the last days. In the last days. Okay? "Now my female said, that I shall pour out my spirit on all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. And also on my male servants and my female servants I shall pour out my spirit in those days, and they shall prophesy. I shall show wonders in the heavens above us, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapors. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the coming of the great and splendid day of God. And it shall be when everyone who calls on the name of the Lord shall receive." Hallelujah. So Peter, Kepha, believed the words of the prophet Joel, and believed and knew that it was time. And this was what Joel prophesied about. This moment was what Joel prophesied about. We see that? We see that? Hallelujah. So, that concludes the message for tonight. Hallelujah. Okay. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the food that the Lord prepared for us. Okay. The spiritual food, and it is the first day. It is the festival of Shavuot. Okay. So we're going to feast, and I'm actually going to have Brother Yerba Yama, since he's up here. He's going to bless the food for us. Okay, perfect timing. We're going to go to shofar first. Okay, he's going to bless the food. We're going to eat. We're going to fellowship, and then we're going to get ready for some activities here in a little bit. Okay?
We ask you this day that you bless this food that was prepared by blessed hands. We ask that you continue to be with all humanity throughout the four corners of the earth. Jew, Gentile, and we are all one in you. We ask that you reach any domes, far and near. We ask that your ruach cut through, down to the marrow, down to the deepest cell, and expunge any sickness that is within any vessel. We ask that this food be nourishment. We ask that you continue to be the fountain bread for our vessels. We thank you for Mashiach, his sacrifice to give us the victory. We ask all this in the name of his Son, Yahusha HaMashiach, the King, the power, and the righteousness. Hallelujah.
So we're going to get the dinner line going. I don't know if somebody already started preparing the dinner line, but we're going to get that going, and we'll have the kids come up first. Okay?
It came out real good too. Hey, Shabbat Shalom, y'all. That was the word. Now we are about to jam out and celebrate and rejoice. So we hope that y'all enjoy it as well and have a, let me see, there we go. Yeah. I hope y'all have a beautiful Shavuot. I hope it's prosperous, blessing, and y'all need anything, man, y'all just holla at us. Y'all know where to find us. In the spirit. Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Again, running it back.